us about, we were talking the other day about during World War Two.
Mm.
So how old were you when World War Two started?
I was 10.
10?
In
When-
1939?
1938.
38.
So, yeah, so you were 11-ish. You were
Yeah.
born in 1930.
It was September, so I was still 10,
Oh, okay.
I think. Yeah.
And you were at primary school?
Sorry?
You were at primary school?
No, I was just leaving and ready to join. Yeah.
Secondary?
In this September, I moved into the
Oh, okay.
older children. Yeah.
Hmm.
I got called it scholarship,
Okay.
and
Where was that?
well, it's like the O levels or
But was it in
GCSE.
Manchester? Where was it?
We said all this, haven't I, before? This was in Manchester.
Yeah.
And it was North Manchester.
But when you were in America, no, you came back to England, didn't you?
Yeah.
And lived with family, and we heard about that
Yeah.
previously. But you were 7 before you started school, you said.
I was nearly 7. It was 6, nearly 7.
7. Yeah, that's pretty late, isn't it?
Yeah.
But could you read and write?
But I think my mum taught me a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
I could tell the time.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I soon got well up. By the time I'd done the first year, I was in the top level.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I said, I had a lot to thank my mum for.
Yeah.
Starting.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Now, when you were at school during the war, what did you have? Did you have to have the masks, the gas
No.
masks? No, but you.
We had a gas mask, but I never used it.
No.
We used to have to carry it on a string, and it was a little cardboard box. And if you didn't take it to school, they sent you home to go and get it. You had to have it.
Yeah.
Mm.
I
And it
remember
went
you saying
everywhere. Everywhere you went, this box went.
Yeah.
that. Mm.
Yeah, the gas mask.
And didn't a plane come across the schoolyard one day?
Oh, later on, yeah.
An enemy
Went
one?
into the
Was
war.
it really an enemy plane?
Yeah. They used to call it Stuka, dive bombers.
Yeah.
And we'd be out in the playground, and there'd be a sort of a warning sound, and this immediately dived and sort of, they call it strafing, the whole of the playground. And of course, we all shot in. We knew we had to move.
Mm.
We had seconds.
Yeah. That's scary.
And then we'd go around collecting shrapnel.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
How dangerous is that?
Yeah.
It's, you wonder why they would attack a playground.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Didn't make sense. But when you were at home, and if the air raid sirens went off in the middle of the night, you used to have to go underground. You had a bunker.
Oh, yeah, we had an Anderson shelter.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was
In your house? But
outside in the garden.
okay.
And it was about a metre
Yeah.
deep, and there was just a small aperture for it to get through.
Yeah.
The bottom, it was just bare ground,
Yeah.
and we had to keep that covered up at night time.
Yeah.
And the first time the siren went, it was eerie.
Yeah.
We were all in bed,
Mm.
and we were dragged out and jumping into. Well, we were all in our night clothes.
Yeah.
You know.
Was it
Step on
Was it cold?
ground.
was it the winter?
When
or
it
the
was
summer?
over, we'd crawl back to bed. So that was it. After that, we used to sleep down there
Really?
every night. We'd got, we'd only got sort of perhaps but we didn't have duvets then.
No.
Beds.
Blankets.
A blanket.
No, it was a padded.
Oh, just like a mattress, but
No, not a
quilt,
mattress,
a
not a
quilt.
mattress. One that you put on the top.
like an eiderdown.
Eiderdown. And we used to put that down and blanket on the top.
Yeah.
It was uncomfortable, but mind you, we were only kids then.
All of you,
All of us
the whole family.
in a line, and
Oh
we
my
just
goodness.
fitted in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then eventually, my dad built sort of bunks.
Yeah.
You know,
'Cause
so
it went on for a few years,
Yeah.
didn't it?
it
the
went on for
war?
6 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
6 years.
But yeah, I remember when I was at the grammar school. It wasn't called grammar then, but it was.
Yeah.
It was a tripart. It was you were either academic
Mm.
or it was tradesmen.
Yeah.
You know,
Practical.
or it was just a normal. You learned the girls learned to cook and the boys learned how to build walls, and it was a good idea. I thought everybody got in the right place, and there was nobody. They weren't trying to make everybody A level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Or
I agree.
IT specialists.
Yeah. Practical.
It's a different life altogether.
Yeah.
Clothes were rationed.
Mm.
Well after the war.
Really?
I had to give up coupons.
So you were 16 when the war ended?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're a proper teenager.
And that's when I started cycling.
Oh.
But prior to that, it was all just homework and your job. We had Friday night was bucket night.
What's that?
So the two girls had to do, and we say, why doesn't he have to do anything?
That was Jerry.
Because
Jerry,
he's a boy.
Yeah. I was a prince.
He's a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was it was a different life, but it was a contented.
Yeah.
We accepted whatever we had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everything was the children. They had so much imagination.
Yeah.
A couch, and a mop and a brush, and then a blanket over.
Yeah.
Was a ship or something.
Or a train.
Yeah.
So did you go to school all the way through the war?
Yeah. Yeah, I must have done.
Yeah.
But you left school.
I left school. I didn't stay.
No.
Because they couldn't afford. Because it was a lot of the girls. It was just a girls' school. They used to come from all over Manchester. It was expensive. You had to have special, not fancy, but you had to have certain shoes, house shoes and gym shoes, and so I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
But I'd got all my friends and I was doing well, and I was just joined a ballet club.
Yeah.
And we had clubs after. So I was quite sad.
Yeah.
But you just accepted everything.
Yeah.
So how old were you when you left school?
14.
14.
Yeah.
Oh,
Same
gosh.
almost like
Rafi, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
14.
what was your first job?
It was in the civil service, like HMSO. You know.
Yeah.
And I went out as a printer first, black overall, inky. And then I taught myself to type.
Yeah.
In what we call the confidential room, where you were locked in.
Ooh.
Where all the secret files were. And they have bits of magazines about, and you could teach yourself, you sort of. I was never one of these sorts of typists.
Oh, yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
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 That's like
Yeah.
a computer now.
Yeah. Oh no, I got to type all right. I think within a couple of years, I think I was in the typing pool then, and I did some in the reading room, but we for the typist we had benches, and the bit 4 girls on each bench. These were all youngsters, like they took everybody in. All the men had been taken away, all killed.
Yeah. Oh, God.
So there were no men about.
Mm.
So we used to sit at these benches with a supervisor in the front of us, and there'd be about, quite a big room, about 4 supervisors and about 8 girls each. to each one. So it was a big room.
Yeah.
And we typed on skins, Gestetner skins. It wasn't print typing black and white. It was cutting.
I remember
Oh.
the
And
old
you did
typewriters.
a couple of rows and then you brush it with a wire brush.
Ah.
And then it went on the machines that I was working on before. And it was put on and then it was inked over.
Oh, so the ink filled
But first of all, it used to go to a reader in the reading room. And if you'd mistaked anything or missed anything out, it was marked.
Ooh.
Not on the thing.
No.
The copies. You made copies.
Yeah.
Carbon paper underneath.
Yeah.
And it was if you made a mistake,
Yeah.
if the readers, you could put it in the machine in your own typewriter again. It was a very old, that very big old one.
Yeah.
And you put some red, like a wax, carefully.
Yeah.
And then you put it back in the machine and you altered it. But if you hadn't altered it, or the reader hadn't noticed it, and it came back all black ink,
You're in trouble.
that wasn't very nice.
Oh.
But it was very disciplined.
Yeah.
Very disciplined.
How long did you do that for?
Well, till I was 14. Then I came out of. Then I had to go to work. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because you were 14 when you left school.
No.
Was it until you got married?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah. And I was 20.
20. And how old were you when you met Grandad?
When?
When you met Grandad.
How old were you when you met Grandad?
Oh. 17.
Oh.
And he was 18.
Okay, well, we'll stop it there a minute. I'll let you have a break.